Hey everybody, welcome back to BigRedEDC. Well, today we are talking about Asher knives once again. This is the Asher Nomad 2.0. And I have to give a shout out to my good buddy John West. Loaned me the Nomad 2.0 to check out. So thank you very much, John. You've been super gracious and loaning me just some awesome knives to check out. And I greatly appreciate it, man. So just had to make sure I said thank you. So back to the Nomad 2.0. Um, quite a few differences between the 2.0 and the original, and so much so that I pretty much see it as a completely different knife. But the major changes for the Nomad and the Sentry 2.0, because the Sentry was upgraded as well, is now they have brass cage ceramic bearings, and they come in this kind of gray G10 and white back spacer here. And I tell you what, the action on this knife is absolutely fantastic. So, but I no longer have the Nomad, doggone it. I had it. My timing was off, so I apologize about that, guys. But if you remember, the Nomad was pretty much a frame lock knife. Frame lock, G10 one side, metal clip side. I mean, that no axis lock. I mean, it was a frame lock. So to me, it's a completely different knife. I'll be perfectly honest with you. So, but let's just get into it and we'll take a look at this one. Now, like I said, gray G10, white G10, back spacer. You got, it's got a loop over clip. I mean, it's not super deep carry, but it does add to the deepness of the carry. We'll just put it that way as it's mounted. You do have the filler plate there. Nice. Recessed filler plate screws. Those are good. Okay. Wish they would have done the same thing on the clip side. That's just kind of, my thing. If you can put recessed screws here, why not here? But because you can see the clip doesn't stand real high, so it does cut down on the amount of distance you have in between the screws and the clip. Does it cause an issue? No, not really. But if you can do it here, you could probably do it here as well. But anyway, access lock, as I said, everything is really built really nice. It feels really good. Everything is chamfered very well. A lot of these knives are, these Asher knives, they're really pretty good knives. As far as overall build quality and everything, I've never seen one with an issue. Dual thumb stud deployment. I mean, the action on this thing. Now, like I said, this does come from John. I did not ask John if he did anything to manipulate the action or anything. Probably should have. My apologies. But I tell you what, if it wasn't like this out of the box, this is an indication of what it can be. So, if he cleaned it up a little bit or whatever, oiled it up a little bit. I mean, if, a lot of knives are sticky out of the box, and once you fix them up there, I mean, it's a fidget-friendly knife, I'm telling you. Really nice. S35 VN on that drop point blade. Nice stonewash on it. Really like the way that looks. Got a nice swedge there on the drop. There's your Asher logo. And pretty decent landing pad for your thumb. I mean, it's not overly thick stock to begin with. So, I mean, they didn't shave it down or anything. So you do have a decent landing pad for your thumb. One thing I did want to point out, the cool thing, before I forget, is they actually send you an extra clip and some extra Omega type springs. Very cool. So they do give you some extra hardware in with the knife. That's pretty awesome. I think that's cool. So, well, it's down there. Let's just get our spec check out of the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Official, they're going 7.4. Yeah, it's pretty darn close. I see about, yeah, 7.4 sounds good. 7 3/8 is what I see. Handle length, you're looking at just over 4 inches. 4.2 is the official. And then just over 3 inch. What's that? 3.2. Okay, on the blade is what they're giving it. And your cutting edge is going to be right about 3 inches. So there you go. Your 3-inch blade restriction areas. You'll probably be good with this one. But, you know, as I always say, make sure to verify with your local knife laws. Because I'm not a lawyer and I don't want to be one. All right, let's get our size comparisons out of the way. Well, let's start with the normal. And there you go. There's your PM2. Yeah. PM2 is it's definitely a larger knife. And as always, we'll put the bug out there. Yes, indeedy. That's almost, make sure we get it lined up. That's a pretty fair comparison there as far as size goes. Looks like the Nomad might have it a little bit on the handle, and the bug out might win on the blade section. So there we go. Pretty darn close for sure, though. Real close. Weight. Let's get a weight. The action, though, man. John, you'll have to let me know. I'm sorry I didn't ask prior to, but you'll have to let me know if you see this, just if you did anything with that action, because it's nice. 3.4, great weight as far as EDC carry, 95 grams. Now, as I said, you know, the recessed pocket clip screws, I'm getting my hank out here. Oh, it's a little dirty. So you get a little bit of a pop going in. Didn't really notice that on my jeans a whole lot. It went in pretty nicely. Like I said, you do have a little bit exposed, but not much. I really didn't have an issue with the screws, you know, but yeah, it carried nice. Carried pretty well. Overall, what do I think of the Nomad 2.0? Well, we've already talked about that action. If that's the action you can get out of it, let's just double check. Oh yeah, the blade's solid. Blade's real solid. So if that's the action you can get out of it, well, you're doing pretty darn good. Overall, build quality is done very well. No sharp edges, no, just really, really well constructed. Now, I did notice there on the, and this could just be the way it's put together, but it didn't really look like, it kind of, if you guys remember my Latvin Mini, the backspacer was a little goofy on that one. Now this one, no, it looks pretty good. It's pretty flush. I had to loosen up the screws and kind of jimmy it around a little bit. I got it a little bit better, but it still sticks out on the Latvin a little bit. Overall, yeah, it's a really, really well-built knife, guys. It's hard to argue with that quality. Super comfortable in hand. Pocket clip does not bother me one bit. No hot spots that I can find, and it's a winner, guys. I mean, it really is. It's a great EDC. I wouldn't necessarily call it a heavy duty knife, but then again, you know, I have work knives to do my heavy duty stuff. But if you're out, I have no doubt. I mean, a smaller EDC, I mean, we saw this, you know, it was pretty close. Where'd it go? There it is. It's pretty close to the same size as a bug out. Yeah, I have no issue putting the bug out to work. So I see no difference in the Nomad 2.0. If you want to put it to work, it'll definitely go to work for you. Great knife. You know, what do they sell for? $85, I think. So as far as the materials go, that's not too bad. That's pretty good. S35 BM blade steel, you know, good manufacturing, a good feeling knife, an action that is just, can be just crazy. I almost pulled a KC there when I messed up on the Axis style lock. I almost said, it's not me, it's not the knife, it's me. It's kind of Casey's thing, so I didn't want to say that. But anyway, yeah, solid knife, guys. I have to give it an 8.5. There's nothing really that makes it stand out above anything else, and there's definitely not a whole lot that detracts from it. I mean, yeah, okay, I nitpicked the screws a little bit. And that's true. That is definitely a thing to me. Not that it's an issue or you shouldn't buy the knife because of it, but I mean, if you can put recessed screws there, why not there? I mean, that's my only question. Oh, we didn't look at the centering. Yeah, it's good. It's good. Yeah, another very, very solid knife. Like I said, the Blues Crew gives it an 8.5, and you know what? I really can't argue with that. It's lives up to it. So, thanks again, John. I greatly appreciate the opportunity to check out the Nomad 2.0 from Asherknives. Really appreciate you sending it to me, brother. And I appreciate you guys for checking it out with me today. Remember, like, subscribe, leave me that comment. You know I love talking to you. Until next time, guys. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.